Hey everybody, it's Reckless. So, last week when the Prison of Elders was released on the 19th, everyone had access to it. Everyone had access to pretty much everything new except for the Trials of Osiris until Friday. Now, I actually got to level 34 on that Friday when the Trials of Osiris was released. But I did it a little bit different than what everyone else actually did. And what I mean by that is, as soon as you finish the Prison of Elders and you actually got the etheric light to upgrade your armor, what I actually did was, when I got enough, when I got enough etheric light, I pretty much leveled up what I wanted. And I didn't do it, just wait to get all three etheric lights and then just level up. What I actually did was, last week, the Prison of Elders actually had gauntlets. And those gauntlets, these are not those gauntlets, for everybody who doesn't know that. I'm sorry. The gauntlets actually had strength, and it had a lot of strength. And all of the, all of the armor pieces for each class had a significant amount of strength. Now, strength for my character doesn't really do anything, because I focus base pretty much mostly on intellect and discipline, as you could tell from here. Only thing that I actually do have strength on is my helmets. Now, before I continue on anything, I'm gonna just brush up on something. When the House of Wolves was actually released, I went on a exotic upgrade frenzy. Because the only thing you needed to do to have exotics upgraded was the materials, the glimmer, and an exotic shard. So the first thing I actually upgraded out of everything was my Yalahorn. 365 Yalahorn, and pretty much everything else that's an exotic that very same day got upgraded to 365. Now, everything of mine got upgraded to 365 because I actually had, the week prior, when Zur came, I bought like 25 exotic shards just in case. And it actually paid off for me, because literally all my exotics, there is not a single one that is not 365. Oh, I take that back, except for the universal remote. But I already ascended the universal remote. I just need to do the rest of this. This is the only exotic I have not fully upgraded out of all of my exotics. Prior to the House of Wolves release, I had every exotic except for the Necrochasm. And I want to thank Nito and Alucard for that. Them assholes keep getting the freaking Crux of Crota, I'm just saying. It's whatever. And at one point, we were doing Crota, they got it at the same time. It just became frustrating. But at least I know how Agni feels, because Agni can't get a Yalahorn or a Fatebringer to save his life. But it's okay though, because when I do get a Necrochasm, even though I know it sucks, it's just gonna go into my vault. I'm a little exotic whore. Sorry. Anyways, let's get on off topic. So moving back, when I did actually start my Warlock, I upgraded 2 exotics for gear. First being the primary one I use, which is the Obsidian Mind. And when you actually upgrade an exotic piece of gear, the stats on that gear actually go up 5. So my first one I upgraded was the Obsidian Mind, and the second one I upgraded was my Light Beyond Nemesis. Now, the reason why I upgraded my Light Beyond Nemesis, and yes, I know it has a lot of strength. I understand that. But I upgraded it for the perks. And the perks read, revive teammates faster, spawn more orbs, increase melee attack speed, and replenish health when you pick up an orb. Reason why I actually upgraded this is because when you actually do the Trials of Osiris, all of that is crucial to it. Like, who wouldn't want to revive their teammates a lot faster, Who wouldn't want to blink strike, not blink strike, shotgun melee, do the shotgun melee combo and, not having to worry about dying. I actually did a video on my Trials of Osiris when I was actually playing, and I'll put that in a link to the description below. And also, replenish health when you pick up an orb. You know, you and your buddies are going to be making a lot of orbs, believe it or not. Me and my team actually faced a entire team of Titans, and it was ridiculous because they were defender Titans, all three of them. And what they did was they tried to put a bubble in the middle, and they'd wait in their bubble, and one after the other they would bubble and try to move closer to us. But we found out what they were doing, and we stopped that real quick. So their plan that actually worked on other people didn't work on us. Shouts out to them for at least trying. But sorry, but you suck. Anyways, moving on. So those were the two exotics that actually upgraded first. Now, when the House of Wolves did release and the Prisoner of Elders was able to be played, yes, I did get the, like I said, the gauntlets for this. But they had an extreme amount of strength on them. But what I did was I kept them on until I got another piece of etheric light. And pretty much what I did was I upgraded the Iron Vigilia vestments, which are from the Iron Banner, and then the Death Singer's Herald. Now I'm going to actually get into all of these real quick. After all those were upgraded, I actually upgraded the gauntlets I wanted, was Gloves of the Heisen Lords, once I got Etheric Light for all of those. Now, obviously Obsidian Mind, that is already self-explanatory. I'm a Void Warlock. I love being a Void Warlock. It's awesome. However, I have not yet tried the Nothing Manacles. I would like to try them. Haven't tried them yet. But I guess we'll see what happens, because I usually use Axiom Bolt anyways and not scatter grenades. But I will try this out, see how it works, and go from there. Now, I wanted the Gloves of the Heisen Lords in pretty much every other piece of my gear because I wanted cosmetics. I didn't want to look like everybody else. And the fact that the Gloves of the Heisen Lords actually give you like this, I guess like this arm pad on both sides, but one's actually bigger. I thought it looked pretty cool. The chest piece pretty much was, you know, it just looks cool, you know, and I like it a lot, actually. It goes pretty good with my character. And the boots, the Death Singer's Herald. Pretty much all these is cosmetics, but it's not just cosmetics though. It's also my stats. Now, being that I do have Obsidian Mind, and one of the perks do read, Nova Bomb kills reduce the cooldown of your next Nova Bomb. Naturally, I would go, you know, with higher intellect. I don't need 286 intellect at all, but after upgrading the Obsidian Mind and pretty much the rest of my gear, it brought me up that high. If I'm correct, you only need 275 to get to 100%. My grenade kills, those come fast anyways, so I'm not really too worried about that. But let's go start with the Heisen Lords. Now, like I said, all of the stats on these really matter. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry, I kind of get tongue-tied. I depend on intellect and discipline. Strength means nothing to me. At least not right now, until, you know, Bungie actually balances it out with strength actually being more useful. Real quick, if they wanted to use strength to, you know, melee faster, hit harder, or something of that sort, hey, I'll be all for it. But reduces the cooldown of your next energy drain. It really, it's okay, you know. But with all the deaths and stuff that I get, and that I do, this would be a lot better if it actually focused towards your melee versus towards an ability for your melee. Just saying. So anyways, going back to here, the perks that I actually have on this piece of gear are increased reload speed with special weapons and melee hits replenish energy grenades. Grenade energy, sorry. So that's just melee hits. I don't have to kill them in order to actually have my grenade energy replenished, which I like. You know, a lot of things in this game require you to actually kill something to get the effect. This just lets me hit them in order to get my grenade back. And I'm a shotgun melee combo guy. So I know it doesn't look like that here, but I am. So I'm going to shotgun, melee, shotgun. Either way, somebody's going to die. So going down here to the iron regalia vestments. For the perks, carry more ammo for shotguns, which, like I said, I'm a shotgun melee kind of guy. That benefits me. And then also carry more ammo for scout rifles. Now, I do have a scout rifle that I actually like a lot. It is the NL Shadow 701X. And I had to re-roll this to get the perks that I wanted. And what I wanted was full auto and hand laid stock. Now, full auto does exactly what it says, full auto. Hand laid stock is just amazingly in the stability. And you reduce the range a little bit, but scout rifles are already, you know, a boss at high range. Now, I could use high caliber rounds just to pretty much stagger the opponent, but it's the stability on this weapon that makes it amazing. And just the fact that you can have hidden hand on this, which has the perk this weapon gains better target acquisition, makes it easier for you to do headshots, which, hey, this weapon does damage, even though it doesn't look like it has a lot of impact, but it's really nice. Now, as for my boots, perks for this are carry more ammo for heavy weapons. Obviously, if you can carry more than 6 rounds for a Gjallarhorn, that is awesome. And then the second one really doesn't do anything for PvP, but for PvE, it does enough, you know. Gain a temporary increase to agility while carrying the sword of a hive sword bearer. It's pretty good, you know, just in case I ever wanted to do the sword on Crota's End, which I don't do. But it gives you that optional perk. Now, are there other things I can use? Yes, of course there are. But nothing here that gives me what I want, at least for perks. Yeah, this does give me, you know, carry more ammo for heavy weapons, but it does have also strength of 122, and like I said before, I don't use strength. This goes straight discipline. I could use it, depending on how I want to play later on, but I think the balance of intellect and discipline works out better. And like I said, pretty much comes down to cosmetics. I like the way he looks. I have yet to see anybody who looks like this. Doesn't mean you go out and change what your character looks like so he can look like mine. Just saying. The versatility of looking different from everybody else, but still being able to be level 34 is amazing. You know, I don't know. It's just something I like a lot. Now, in other news, I do have 3 of the 4 shaders for the Nowhere and the Bitter Steel. However, you are able to get the same shader twice. I had 2 of the Nowheres, and I'm just still waiting to get that last one. And also, I got my little Fermi solution. That badass bitch. Love you. I actually played with only one other person who actually had this. But anyways, so that is my level 34 Warlock. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you would have went a different way with the stats, armor, perks, anything of the sort. And yeah, I guess we could actually talk about it. So this is Reckless, and I will see you guys later.